What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Garden State Geek, and today we are going to be going over my 1.0 blue deck that I built with the blue starter that I have and the one booster box I have. So this is what I was able to build with the limited amount of cards I have. So let's get right into it and let's go over it. So first off, we're going to start with our Digi Eggs. I only pulled one of the Upamon. If you're His inherited skill is great. I only have one of them though, so we play the one, and then we have four of Suamon, which has that basic inherited skill of the plus 1,000. If I had a choice, if I had more of the Upamon, I'd probably play two of the Upamon and three of the starter one, but I didn't. So that's where we're at with that. Then we're going to get into our rookie cards. So we run three of the Bearmon. Again, starter card, basic, nothing special him. I pulled one of the Gomamon. I think this card is amazing. Just for the whole, blue deck is just designed around the whole removing de-evolution cards. So with him underneath, it just gives you the free memory, making him a great choice if you can get to it. Then we have our buddy Gomamon. Whenever he dies, he gain one memory. We're playing three of him as well. Because again, blue, you just want all that memory you can get. Then our other one is the next starter card, the Gabumon. Whenever this attacks trash, the bottom one of your opponent's Digimon card with level 5 or less. We'll get into why that's so important for this deck in a second. But again, we play four of him, and then we're going to get to our level 4s. Starting with this starter Garmon. Again, when attacking trash the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon cards, your goal with this deck is to make sure their Digimon has no cards underneath. Play one of the rare Ikakumon. Inherited skill is Digimon can't be blocked by your opponent's Digimon with no de-evolution skills. I still don't know how I feel about this card. I feel it's better than the starter Ikakumon. That's why we only have one of them. He's cheaper. The starter's cheaper, but that inherited skill makes it worth it. But the evolution cost isn't any cheaper if you notice. So if I had more of the rare Ikakumon, I just replace them. Then we get into our other level 4. We got Grizzlymon, basic blocker. When he attacks, lose 2 memory. This is literally just a great defensive card on the board. I was able to have 2 of these out at one time, and it kept my opponent pretty much at bay. He got real scared of it. He didn't want to come near it. So we play 4 of him. Because, Digimon, your only option to stop an attack is a blocker. We play one of the secret Vidramon because I only have one. And his when attacking, once per turn, if you have a Tamer in play, unsuspend this Digimon. We do play a Tamer. We'll get to that towards the end of this stack. This is a great early oppressive play. Or if you want to kind of go, not rookie rush, but something in that vein, this would be great. His inherited skill isn't that amazing, but if you can get him out early enough, it's a lot of great early pressure on your opponent that they have trouble dealing with. We only play one because, like I said, I only pulled one. Then we are going into our level 5s, and we're going to start with the Zudomon. Again, when you Digivolve, trash 2 Digi-Evolution cards at the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon card. Very important for this deck. And here's why. We get into our first important evolution card for the deck, the Weregaramon from the starter. his inherited skill. While your opponent has a Digimon with no de-evolution cards, this Digimon gets security attack +1. Thus why we have all the cards removing the de-evolution card or digi-evolution, because you want to get into your big guy on top of this card, so you're getting that security +1. We play 4 of him because we got 4 of him. Our big surprise is obviously the blue deck Omnimon. His 1D Digivolving helped me a lot. Choose one of your opponent's Digimon, delete all of your opponent's Digimon that share a name with it, and when attacking, you can unsuspend this Digimon by returning one of this Digimon's level 6 evolution cards to your hand. Great card. I was having a lot of trouble getting it out in my game, but I only play one, so not a big surprise there. He really became board removal for me more than anything else. Wasn't a big swinger, but the board removal alone makes him a great addition. Let's get back to our sixes. We play 2 of the Metal Seedramon. I love that artwork. Wish I had more. This was just again, nice board removal. And his that he can't be blocked. This gentleman can't be blocked by your opponent's Digimon with no de-evolution cards. If you're doing this right, they're just not going to be able to stop this thing attacking. And with this, over your Gurumon, security attack +1, no blocker ability, it just gets gross really fast. We play 2 because that's what I have. We also play 2 of the Pussumon from the starter. Sorry, I got out of order somehow. But we play 2 of the Pussumon. Just because we didn't I don't have an extra starter, because what you really want is this guy right here, the Metal Gurumon. When attacking, once per turn, unsuspend this Digimon. Again, if you Digivolve this onto this Gurumon, you're talking, as long as it survives, 2 hits every turn, every time. It's gross. It's awesome. We only have 2 of them, so that's why we're only playing 2 of them. If I got my hands on a second starter, the Pussumon would instantly come out, and I would put 2 more in. Or I might even do 1 and 1. Might do one more of him and 1 more into Omnimon if I get my hands on another Omnimon. So our trainer is the starter Matashita. If your opponent has a Digimon with no de-evolution cards, gain 1 memory. Again, that's the whole point of this deck. Making them just have those vanilla cards out there. This comes in crazy handy. If you get multiples of them out there, we of course play 4 of them. Really hope he flips off of your security stacks. But great turn 1 play. Amazing turn 1 play if you have nothing else to do. We played 2 of the Costas Breath. Return one of your opponent's Digimon to its owner's hand. Just great board removal. Again, if I had a second starter, there would probably be 2 more in there, or at least 1 more. Then, because we're removing everything Sorrow Blue, this card in this deck was amazing. Choose one of your opponent's Digimon with no de-evolution cards. This Digimon can't attack or block at the end of your opponent's next turn. My opponent had a huge board. He gave me a lot of memory, and I had 3 in my hand, and I used all 3 that I had in my hand. I still play this at 4. It's a great card with this setup. And then our final option card is obviously Hammer Spark. Main, gain 1 memory. Security, gain 1 memory. It's blue. It's get as much memory as you can and go into the big boys. I was having a lot of fun, a lot of success with this deck. Definitely some changes I would make. Like I said, the Plusmons would come out for another Metal Garmon and Omnimon. Uh, if I got my hands on more of these Gumamon, I would probably at least at minimum do two split there. And that's kind of really it. Um, like I said, I was playing against a red deck the other night. Um, I had more victories than losses against it, but red is still a very scary color, just because of that broken red option card from the starter that just annihilates one of your cards. And my opponent was playing Galmon, and he easily put 10 or more cards in my drop, so that was hurting me a lot. But all in all, the deck worked good. I did have times where I had to go wide, and it's easy to go wide with blue. You kind of go a little bit of a rookie rush method with it, which, I'm not a huge fan of that, but if you have to, you can do it easily with this setup. Really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, tell your friends, and see you all in the next one.